Hey, it's Tree from Tree Essentials, and today I wanted to talk to you about protective styles, hair growth, and as well what Creator thinks about all of this process. So let's go ahead and dive in. This is an amazing topic because it is important to everyone in an aspect of their comfortability. So God gives us all choice and free will in our life, which is a beautiful thing because that makes it not a forced situation to be in relationship with Christ. I love that, and part of that is the way we express ourselves on an everyday basis with our hair growth and as well just our overall life journey. So I again am an advanced natural hair consultant and as well a certified wellness specialist, and I am an old science teacher and I am a yoga meditation instructor, and I love me some Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's get that in there and note that I'm coming from so many different perspectives, so I hope you can enjoy what I am speaking upon. First, when I say yoga, no, I do not meditate to idols and things. I actually make them nature-based, and I look forward to showing you that information shortly. But in the meantime, hair growth, it has been passed down from centuries to centuries, especially in the African diaspora, on how we take care of our hair. We have different ways and formats. They used to use different fibers, different material, different types of wigs, different types of scarves, different types of ways to style braids, and it was just a beautiful way to show status as well, who you are in your tribe, as well as where you are in your life, in your womanhood. Women that were pregnant, they even wore buns in the back with one ponytail, and women that were of high status, they wore more intricate braiding hairstyles. So that was a beautiful thing. You did not have to ask too much. You had to just look at hair and see who a person is. That is beautiful. I randomly had another thought, and I wanted to tell you that Creator gave us free will, so we can choose to do whatever we want. And this is so much confirmation, all these loud sounds. It wasn't here before, but with that free will, he as well said it's better to have obedience than to have sacrifice. And Creator did not ever in his life ever tell anyone that they are not able to wear specific type of things on their heads. It's what you do. Do you worship those things? Do you put that over what he asks you to do? These are things that you need to think about when you're making your choices and decisions for your hair growth journey, because no one else can really decide what is best for you except relationship with God. Do not forget that Moses was in the kingdom of the Egyptian pharaohs before he turned into the ways with source, and he still had to learn those informations too, which allowed him to be a better ruler because he understood some of the things that were being experienced in a different way and magnitude. And I see my relationship with Creator in a very special, intimate way, just as you probably do as well, by getting your word and being intimate with Creator. I needed to throw that in there and just let you know that part as well. The beauty of today and everyday life is the fact that we are now in the 21st century, and you are able to wear and do things of your own comfortability levels, and I love that for everyone. And I especially am always talking about being free and doing things that are authentic and what's best for you. So I look forward to being able to work with you on your journey if you like, and book a wellness consultation, and as well you can join my free community. But I was told somewhere in between that I should not be wearing my hair the way I want to. And the beauty about it is I can do whatever I want just as you can do whatever you want. And that is a beautiful thing, because when we go through our different phases in life, you may be looking for different things to attain. I look forward to attaining all the length, and I look forward to showing everyone the growth process of my hair as I go. But right now, I've been wearing these cool wigs, and I feel so beautiful either way I go. Like I say all the time, in scripture it says you are not to be adorned by the beauty and the outward appearance of jewelry and things, but in your inner being. And I love my heart, and I love the way I'm able to give and show things to others, and I'm sure you feel the same way. being able to express yourself through your hair is a beautiful thing. Now, protective hairstyles, we have braids. People use Cakelon. I love that, but we've been learning that it has cancerous properties, and there are certain pieces and types that you can use. I don't per se like plant material, even though plant material is an option, because it dries out my hair. Our hair, we don't forget, we are like a plant, and a plant wants water first, so it doesn't work too good in my hair. I recommend, if you're gonna get Cakelon, you can get apple cider vinegar rinses in your hair process, because it will lift the chemicals out at the top, and as well it'll get you in a place where it's not giving irritation and such. That is a beautiful way to help address the issues with Cakelon. If you like, you can use human hair, and I think that's where the person was coming in between with things. And the cool thing about using human hair is it's an addition, and it's more like hair that you may have, but it may cause some type of fury or somewhere in peace. So what I would recommend in this process is to first clean your hair. Like I said before, you can use vinegar, apple cider vinegars. You can wash and condition, as I recommend at all times, but you can as well pray over your hair, and you can thank Creator for the hair that was given, because a lot of the times when these women are chopping their hair, they're actually going through some type of religious situation, some type of traumas possibly. There may have been war in their country. You never know. You're not there. So what I recommend is you go ahead and research where the area is of most likely of where the hair comes from, and kind of see kind of like what global issues are happening in that area, and pray and give thanks to God. We give thanks for our food. Give thanks to the hair that you are being given. Even though you're paying for it, it was somebody else's. So just thank and appreciate, and send blessings to them if you also choose. Again, this is a preference thing. This is not an end all be all, but I highly recommend. These are the things that I do to make sure that I feel comfortable with the things that I put in my hair, just like I'm very protective of things that I put in my body. I'm always trying to look for sustainable things, sustainable patterns, experiences, from my food to not just the food, but how I feel in my everyday with the way I walk and the way I talk, and as well making sure that I am being my very best self as I move forward in my days. And I hope that is what everybody's in on too, because when we're on our hair growth journey, we are looking for life experiences, and listen to the sirens confirming it all. Yes, so it is a journey and process of accepting, and you may not feel comfortable with certain things, and that is okay. I love wearing different scarves or wear over my hair. It makes me feel more comfortable in everyday life, and you may enjoy something like that as well. I recommend that you do what is best for you. Now, one thing I do not recommend, if you are one person wearing wigs, stop gluing your wigs down. I know there are different glues that can help, oil bases that can move it off, but at the end of the day, when you are gluing that down, you're losing more and more of your edges every day microscopically. So it would be smart, not just smart, but just wise, to find wigs that are more alternatively suit to not having to be stuck down on your head. That's not a good one. And as well, if you're a person that likes to wear sew-ins, instead of, if you're a person that likes to do quick weaves, you may want to start doing sew-ins versus a quick weave, because quick weaves include the glue, and those glues have a lot of chemicals that can actually pull your hair. Even if you're going to put oil in after, it's still like microscopically, and it starts thinning your hair out over time, and eventually it'll start showing in the growth. Another thing that I recommend when we are doing our hair growth situations, especially with Cakelon, make sure you're tucking your ends in as you do your braids. You do not want your ends out. When I say tuck, meaning put it under it, that again means apple cider vinegar the hair prior, so that you're not having a whole bunch of chemicals absorbing, because do not forget, your hair is an extension of the life that you live, so it will seep eventually some of the things that are being brought in, and that's why I recommend you apple cider vinegar in it. As you go on this journey with your hair growth, you need to make sure you're doing sustainable, practical things. And so when you are, if you decide you do want to wear a wig, for example, you should be taking off every day, moisturizing your scalp, putting in and sealing in with butters, and as well making sure that you go ahead and put moisture to your hair. Horns. Put moisture to your hair on a weekly basis because it is under more, it is not getting as much sunlight in the daytime, but it is getting that heat stimulation. So you want to make sure that you're still soothing it in. Just think of it as a plant having a covering of a tarp over it. You could think of it like that. And yes, it's getting that sun. And I don't wear them every day. I wear them when I feel prompted that I want to. But if you're gonna do this on a more daily, you can start even like making, you know, like when girls go tanning, you could take a moment and go outside and just have your head out and about versus having it on all day, so it can still get that stimulation from the sun. There are so many ways to be alternative and freeing on your hair growth journey, and do not ever feel like you're put in a box, because at the end of the day, your hair growth journey is your experience, and you should be feeling vibrantly free. And again, self-love is the best love. So whatever makes you feel confident in loving, exuberating on your body, that is what's best. Now, I love crochets. Crochets are a light way. Now, don't put too much hair in one spot, but crochets is a great alternative to sew-ins and as well wigs if you're looking for extensions, because it's light and your hair is still growing. But the maintenance, you still need to make sure you are still moisturizing in between on that growth journey, because that's really still key and important. And sometimes people start getting it tangled if they're not taking care of it too much. So you do want to kind of get in and moisturize on a daily, like I said, as well with wigs as well as a sew-in. Now, sew-ins, yes, these are beautiful. Oh, when you moisturize your hair with the wigs and such, you do not want to put a wig on when your hair is wet. That is not smart, no matter if it's real hair or synthetic, because you are causing a moisture situation in the hair growth that can contribute to possible mold if your hair stays soaked all day and then you're going in and out in different environments, seeping in the particles in that area. Just as the same with the sewing, you do not want to keep your hair just wet and just walking around and not taking care of it under. Like, you should be sitting under dryers as you do your moisture in between, so that you are not causing a molding environment for your hair growth. Yes, we can put extensions and extend out our arms like a plant as all we want, but maintenance is key and consistency is key too. You are not going to see the growth you want if you are not maintaining and being consistent with your routines for your hair growth. So you really want to start getting in on that part. And as well, make sure you are keeping a maintenance on your diet. Make sure you keep maintenance on the amount of water you're drinking. Make sure you're getting in some type of movement in your day. These are the key, and Creator never disqualified anyone out of the life because of wearing extensions. Now, don't make it who you are, because you are more than hair, just as I'm more than hair. I love who I am, and I hope you love who you are and love who you are becoming in your process, because remember that hair growth is a cycle, and it is something that we're going to do for the rest of our life. And don't forget, when you had situations in between with all these different, maybe you had freak ones that you did not like, that is building awareness on the things that you shouldn't do. So that lesson was actually a blessing, so you do not do that again. I again am Tree from Tree Essentials, and I would love to work with you. I can assist you, show you what is best type of hair styles for your hair, recommend even hair types, things of that nature. You can click in the link in the bio and book a treatment consultation with me. And as well, I have a free community where you can join and get many resources to get you started on this holistic hair lifestyle journey. And with that being said, I again am Tree from Tree Essentials, and we are restoring our tree to grow essentially. And yes, your hair is a tree because you are like a plant, and we have the ability to plant seeds, inspire others, and inspire change. And I look forward to working and seeing you all soon. And do not forget that you are uniquely you, and you can own and be who you are on your own very best, no matter what anybody says. Make sure you just be living in your light, your truth, and as well not causing any harm to others. And with that, you have a great day and or night whenever you are watching this. And I look forward to working with you soon. Bye.